The night Bruce Lee faced 36 masters alone. San Francisco, Chinatown. December 3rd, 1964. 11:17 p.m. The basement of the Sun Sing Theater on Grant Avenue holds a secret that could destroy Bruce Lee's career before it truly begins. 36 Chinese martial arts masters sit in a perfect circle. No cameras, no witnesses, just old men who've carried ancient secrets across an ocean, and one young man who's about to break every rule they've spent their lives protecting. But tonight, Bruce Lee faces something more dangerous than any opponent. Tonight, he faces tradition itself. The call came 3 days earlier. A formal invitation written in classical Chinese calligraphy on rice paper. The message was simple. Your presence is required. Come alone. Bruce knew what this meant. For months, whispers had traveled through Chinatown's narrow alleys. The young Lee boy was teaching forbidden arts to white students, taking sacred knowledge and selling it to outsiders, breaking the ancient code that kept Chinese martial arts within Chinese families. The masters had watched in silence as Bruce opened his Jun Fan Gung Fu Institute to anyone willing to learn. They'd seen European faces in his classes, African-American students practicing forms that their own grandfathers had died protecting. To them, this wasn't progress. This was betrayal. Now, in this basement that smells of incense and old wood, the reckoning has come. Master Chen Yuanman sits directly across from Bruce, 73 years old, silver beard reaching his chest, hands that have practiced the same forms for 60 years. Behind him, the greatest martial artists on the West Coast form a human wall of judgment. Master Liu Chenwang, who fought Japanese soldiers with nothing but his fists. Master Ho Kam Ming, whose iron palm could split bricks like paper. Master Wong Jackman, the youngest of the masters at 32, but already legendary for his speed and precision. They represent 5 different kung fu styles, 4 generations of knowledge, and one unified belief. Some things must remain sacred. Bruce sits in the center of their circle, 24 years old, wearing a simple black shirt and dark pants. No ceremonial robes, no traditional respect for the formality of this gathering. To the masters, even his casual clothing shows disrespect. The silence stretches for 3 full minutes. In Chinese culture, the first person to speak often holds the weakest position. Everyone waits. Master Chen finally breaks the silence. His voice carries the authority of 5 decades teaching traditional arts. You understand why we are here, young Lee? Bruce nods once. I understand your concerns. Concerns? Master Liu stands up, his chair scraping against the concrete floor. This is not concern. This is preservation. For 2,000 years, our arts have been kept within our families. Our fathers died protecting these secrets from invaders. And you sell them to anyone with money. The circle tightens. 36 pairs of eyes focus on Bruce like spotlights. Bruce's voice remains calm. I share knowledge. Knowledge belongs to anyone willing to work for it. Western thinking, Master Wong Jackman says quietly. He's still seated, but his words cut through the basement like a blade. You've been corrupted by American ideas, individualism, commerce. These are not Chinese values. These are human values, Bruce replies. Master Chen raises his weathered hand for silence. We're not here to debate philosophy. We're here to stop a violation of sacred tradition. Bruce Lee, you will close your school to non-Chinese students, or you will face the consequences. The ultimatum hangs in the air like smoke from the incense burners. Bruce looks around the circle. Every face shows the same expression. absolute certainty that they're protecting something worth preserving. These aren't evil men. They're guardians of knowledge that helped their people survive persecution, discrimination, violence. Keeping martial arts secret wasn't prejudice, it was survival. But Bruce sees something else. He sees limitation disguised as protection, fear wearing the mask of tradition. "I will not close my school," Bruce says simply. Master Wong Jack Man finally stands. He's taller than Bruce by 3 inches, broader by 30 pounds. His movements carry the precision of a man who's practiced the same techniques 10,000 times. When he speaks, every word is measured. "Then you will prove your way is better than our way." The challenge isn't spoken directly. That would be too crude for men raised in a culture where meaning travels through ritual and implication. But everyone understands. Bruce versus Wong Jack Man. Traditional kung fu versus Bruce's evolving philosophy. The old way versus the new way. Winner takes everything. Loser disappears. "When?" Bruce asks. "Now," Master Chen says. "Here, tonight. No rules except one. The defeated man never teaches again." The circle of chairs becomes a ring. 35 masters form the boundaries. No referee needed. These men have witnessed enough combat to judge victory and defeat. Wong Jack Man removes his traditional jacket, revealing arms corded with muscle from decades of iron body training. He drops into the classical northern Shaolin stance. Feet wide, center of gravity low, hands positioned in precise geometric patterns. His form is flawless, every angle correct, every muscle engaged. He represents 500 years of refined technique, passed down through an unbroken chain of master to student. Bruce removes his shirt and stands naturally. No stance, no guard, no visible preparation. To the watching masters, this looks like disrespect or stupidity. They circle each other for 30 seconds. Wong Jack Man moves with the fluid precision of water flowing through ancient channels. Bruce moves like lightning trapped in human form. Wong attacks first, a classical chain punch combination, 4 strikes delivered in perfect sequence. Each punch could shatter ribs. Together, they should overwhelm any defense. Bruce doesn't block. He flows. His body bends around the strikes like grass in wind. Wong's fists find nothing but air. The masters lean forward. This wasn't supposed to happen. Wong resets, launches a flying kick that could cave in a chest. Bruce sidesteps and counters with something none of them have seen before. A strike that looks like boxing but moves like Wing Chun, thrown from an angle that shouldn't exist. Wong staggers backward, blood trickling from his lip. For the first time in 20 years of fighting, Wong Jack Man looks uncertain. Bruce presses forward, not with rage or aggression, but with the systematic precision of water wearing away stone. Every technique Wong attempts, Bruce has an answer for, but Bruce's answers don't come from any classical style. He combines boxing footwork with Wing Chun trapping, wrestling takedowns with kung fu philosophy, fencing distance with street fighting pragmatism. Wong tries to grab Bruce's wrists in a classical Chai Sao trap. Bruce breaks free with a technique that borrows from judo. Wong attempts a traditional tiger claw strike. Bruce counters with something that looks like Western boxing, but carries the power of internal energy cultivation. The fight lasts 8 minutes. To the watching masters, it feels like watching evolution in real time. Everything they thought they knew about martial arts is being redefined in front of their eyes. Wong Jack Man falls to one knee, breathing hard, blood on his uniform. Not from devastating strikes, but from the accumulated pressure of fighting someone who refuses to follow the rules Wong has trained to counter. Bruce stands over him, not breathing hard at all. "Do you yield?" Bruce asks quietly. Wong looks up at him, then at the circle of masters who sent him to restore tradition's honor. His eyes hold something new, understanding. "I yield." Bruce extends his hand. Wong takes it, allows himself to be pulled to his feet. The silence stretches for 2 full minutes. Finally, Master Chen stands. He looks older than when the evening began. "You have proven your point," he says quietly. "But what you've proven terrifies us." Bruce bows formally for the first time all evening. "Honored Master, what terrifies you?" "That our way might not be the only way, that everything we've protected, everything we've preserved, might need to change." Bruce's voice carries genuine respect. "Your way gave birth to my way. Without traditional kung fu, there would be no Jeet Kune Do. I don't want to destroy what you've built. I want to build on it." Master Chen looks around the circle of masters. Some faces show anger, some show confusion. A few show something that might be curiosity. "You will teach anyone who comes to you?" "Anyone who's serious about learning, even if they use that knowledge incorrectly." Knowledge used incorrectly teaches its own lessons. Master Chen nods slowly. "You may continue your school, but understand, you now carry responsibility for every student who learns from you. Their actions reflect on all Chinese martial arts." "I understand." The masters file out of the basement one by one. Some refuse to look at Bruce. Others nod with grudging respect. Wong Jack Man is the last to leave. He stops at the basement stairs, turns back. "Your way is not our way," he says. "No," Bruce agrees, "but both ways can exist." Wong Jack Man considers this, then disappears up the stairs. Bruce stands alone in the empty basement, surrounded by 36 chairs, arranged in a perfect circle. Tomorrow, word will spread through Chinatown that the old ways have been challenged and found incomplete, that tradition must evolve or die. But tonight, in this basement that smells of incense and old wood, a young man has proven that respect for the past and innovation for the future aren't opposites. They're partners. 3 years later, Bruce Lee would open his second school in Los Angeles. Students of every race would train alongside traditional Chinese practitioners. The knowledge that had been protected for centuries would begin spreading across the world. And in San Francisco's Chinatown, an old master named Chen Yuanman would quietly begin teaching his first non-Chinese student. Evolution had won over tradition, not by destroying the old way, but by proving the old way could grow.